First of all, on the targets, I think it will depend very much on the impact assessments that we do. We'll have to look, as we do those, whether it makes sense to make the targets binding, yes or no. The second point is farmers complying.
Key in this will be ensuring that we have that coordination, not just between food system actors, but across different levels of governance, so that we have consistency with what we're supporting at the subnational level, right up to the global level.
It is important that we look at the whole chain, that we look not only at the farmers, but we look what's really happening in the industry, and we didn't speak a lot about the responsibility of the industry, but also on it's in the hand of the consumers. And as I said at the beginning, I think the consumers are a key element. If we want to change the food chain in Europe, we need to start to convince the consumer that he needs to take appropriate choices if he goes to the supermarket.
We are a vital bridge between the farmers and the consumers. No, we are exactly from the farm to fork. And the first mission that we see is for organization that it's $1 trillion of euros of revenue with 280,000 companies, 99% of them being a small and medium-sized company. So the first thing is to produce healthy and nutritious food and beverages. There is a need also to ensure the right transparency and make it easier for consumers to make healthier choices. In addition to these things that we are working for a long time, reducing and neutralizing environmental impact, as we talk about greenhouse gases, water, or packaging or food waste. And last but not least, now we need to support farmers, our employees, which is over 4 million of employees for our association, and local communities.
As part of the work that we're doing with the member states on their national strategic plans under the Common Agricultural Policy, the Commission will make recommendations in relation to the plans. So within the Commission at the moment, we're working on that, and we're working in DG SANTE with our colleagues in DG Agri to see whether it makes sense to make recommendations in relation to the farm to fork targets, and in particular on the areas like pesticides and antimicrobials. So there we will have recommendations which are not binding as such, but which should be, let's hope, highly persuasive for the member states in terms of what they're doing on their national strategic plans, which they will, of course, in due course, then discuss and implement with their farmers.
The strategy remains very much a farm strategy, because all the figures are more or less all on the farm side and not on the fork side, on the consumer side. And I think if we really want to change the system, we need to have the consumer on board, because fundamentally the farmers, and I think also the producers of foodstuff, they do what the consumer want.
I think, yeah, just reaffirmed my initial contention that the farm to fork strategy does provide that good basis for taking forward an improved understanding amongst all food system stakeholders as to the direction of change and the types of actions which will be needed in order to take us there.